and I want to show you the true potential that is available to you to make your Canada dreams a reality. But even more importantly, I want to ensure that you know the next steps that you can take immediately. Now, nothing pains me more than giving you a solution, yet seeing you months from now still clinging hopelessly to the same problem I am about to address. So what I'm saying is that implementation is key. So how did this come to be? About 7 years ago, I needed to leave my country, and I chose Canada. And then, while searching for a way to come to Canada and searching for a way to get a job, I saw an advert that looks like this. It was promising accommodation, ticket and visa, medical, transportation, visas for myself and my family, and a salary of $7,000 per month. I connected with the poster of that advert, and he was an amazing young man that was very convincing. He promised me a job in Canada, accommodation, flight ticket, and that I would pay back when I start working in Canada. Of course, I was sold. I wanted it. This was what I wanted. But the more I spoke with him, the more questions I had. But I noticed that he was more focused on me sending him money, but the results were not coming. After making 2 of the payments that he requested for me, I was done. Then I realized it was a Canada job scam. I had been scammed. My eyes cleared, and I learned a big lesson that day. It breaks my heart to see so many people being scammed of their hard-earned funds. There are so many scams and fake jobs, and people are not sure how to differentiate fake and real jobs in Canada. And then there's all this talk about sponsored jobs, like the one that I saw, that I showed you earlier, with juicy promises, offering all expenses paid, with family an opportunity to pay back once you start working in Canada. But after living in Canada for several years myself, and listening to the horror stories of people just like myself, I have noticed something, that there's so much ambiguity and vagueness surrounding how to get genuine jobs in Canada. And there's much less understanding about the Canada Temporary Foreign Worker Program that usually helps people to get jobs in Canada. So I said to myself, imagine how many people I could help if I could show them what I have learned from my experience of being scammed, the experiences of others, and the knowledge that I've gotten since I've been in Canada. And that's what I want to show you today. So today I want to show you how to relocate to Canada using a work permit under the Temporary Foreign Worker Program. My name is Sheyi Obase. I used to live in Nigeria, but I now live in Ontario, Canada. And these are 3 faces of Sheyi Obase. Now, what is the Temporary Foreign Worker Program? The Temporary Foreign Worker Program is a program of the government of Canada that allows employers in Canada to hire foreign nationals as employees on a temporary basis and sometimes on a seasonal basis. So this program is basically to fill job shortages in Canada. Now, Canadian employers are looking for foreign workers because they cannot find workers in Canada. Now, if you look to the right, the graph on the right, for 2022, the first quarter of 2022, you can see that these were the kinds of occupations that were approved for the Temporary Foreign Worker Program. Now, these Canadian employers employ people like general farm workers, cooks, greenhouse workers, transport truck drivers, laborers in food and beverages, laborers in fish processing, construction workers, and many more. This list is not exhaustive, but this is just to show you the kind of roles and occupation that are usually employed under the Temporary Foreign Worker Program. Now, is there a roadmap? You're asking yourself, what is the process to get jobs, genuine jobs under the Temporary Foreign Worker Program? And I'm going to tell you. The Temporary Foreign Worker Program process is a process that involves 6 simple steps. And these are the 6 steps. I'm going to talk about each of those steps one by one. So the first thing is that there's an employer in Canada that wants to hire foreigners for whatever reason. Maybe they cannot find Canadian permanent residents or citizens to do the job. He wants to hire foreigners. So now the employer goes and he applies for an LMIA. Before an employer in Canada can employ a foreign worker, he has to have what is called an LMIA. It's a labor market impact assessment. This is a document that the employer applies for. And once he gets a positive LMIA, he is now authorized to get foreign workers. Please note that it is the responsibility of the employer and not you, the prospective employee, to get this LMIA. Now, after he has gotten a positive LMIA, the employer advertises the job for a certain length of time to fulfill the conditions of the LMIA. You probably see the job or are recruited by one of the genuine recruiters that recruit for these employers. You apply for the job and you go through an interview process. The employer hires you and sends you the valid documents that you need, including that positive LMIA that we talked about. With all these documents, you apply for a work permit, you get your work permit visa, and you're able to come to Canada. Now, you will notice that there is an actual interview process. There is no employer that will employ you without having an interview with you. So if there's anyone that's telling you that you can be employed without an interview, they are probably trying to scam you. You also notice that I did not say anything about sponsored jobs. These employers are not people who are just going to throw away money to sponsor you and your family. A lot of times when you see those sponsored jobs, like the ads I showed you at the beginning of this presentation, they are likely to be scam jobs. Now, I'm not saying there are no employers in Canada that will likely offer this kind of offers, but usually those ones that you see on the advert are scam jobs. So please be aware. Knowing what you know now in this short time that we've talked, do you feel more knowledgeable about how to get jobs in Canada? Can you see yourself using what I have showed you in this brief time today to help you to get a genuine job in Canada? Even if you use just a tiny fraction of what I've showed you, or even the knowledge that you've gotten about sponsored jobs, would you say that your time so far has been well spent? Now, here's what I know about you since you're watching this video. You want to know how to get a job in Canada as soon as possible. You do not want to waste time. And of course, you do not want to be scammed. You don't want to make any mistake. And you want guidance from someone or a mentor who knows what they're doing and who can properly guide you. Now you have two choices. The first choice is that you can take the information that we've shared so far, put it into action and get results that you could probably not get before. And that's great. You can actually do that. Or the second choice is that you could allow me to play an active role in your success by showing you how to go at it effectively and successfully. And I'm hoping you choose the second choice. If you're going for the second choice, then you're going to like what I have for you next. If you like what I've shared with you so far, then you'll be amazed by what I'm going to share with you next. So it is with great pleasure that I introduce to you the Canada-Japan Work Permit Handbook. It's a simple step-by-step guide to finding, applying to, and getting genuine jobs in Canada without being scammed. Now, the Canada-Japan Work Permit Handbook handles the three important things that you need in order to successfully get a job and a work permit in Canada. Number one is that it shows you how to search for real jobs in Canada under the Temporary Foreign Worker Program. And that is valued 40,000 naira. And then, of course, it gives you details of genuine recruiters that recruit for these Canada jobs, because a lot of time, the employers that need this job use some recruiters to recruit for these jobs. And this work permit handbook is going to give you details of those recruiters. And then thirdly, you learn how to craft your resume and your cover letters in a Canada style so that you can stop applying to many jobs without getting any results. That is a value of 25,000 naira. These three things are so critical to you getting a job in Canada. And it's a total value of 115,000 naira. Now, the truth is, if I was to price this product at what it is truly worth, the way I've shown you, I would have no issues asking you to invest 115,000 naira to get the Canada Japan Work Permit Handbook right now. Many people actually pay quack agents even triple that amount and get absolutely no results. Just like it happened to me when I made payments to that young man that scammed me. As I told you at the beginning of this presentation, it was way more than 115,000 naira. So at 115,000 naira or even higher, you will still be getting a great deal with this Canada Japan Work Permit Handbook. But because you are here now, and I know what you may have gone through, or what somebody you know may have gone through with these scammers, I'm going to make you a promise. If you sign up today, instead of 115,000 naira, which is a great price already, you will be able to get full access to everything that makes up this wonderful program called the Canada Japan Work Permit Handbook. Forget this, for just 25,000 naira instead of 115,000 naira. To get access today, you can just get it for 25,000 naira. But now we get to the excellent and great part of this presentation. In addition to the Canada Japan Work Permit Handbook, you get some amazing limited time special bonuses. Bonus number 1, you get genuine job postings so that you can avoid scam job posts. So sometimes these recruiters send us job postings when they are looking for foreign workers, and we will be sending those job postings to you. Bonus number 2, you get an updated list of employers with positive LMIs. Remember that I said only employers who have positive LMIs can actually employ foreign workers. And we're going to be sending you that updated list of employers anytime it is updated by the government of Canada. And bonus number 3, which is the sweetest bonus of all, is that you get access to me and my team. Meaning that you can reach out to our support team by email when you have issues or you have questions. We have a dedicated and experienced support staff that will guide you, including me. And if it becomes absolutely necessary, you can schedule a personal 15-minute consultation with me. Isn't that marvelous? You get to save time, you get to save money. You get to not throw away your hard-earned money chasing shadows. Now tell me, if this does not have way more value, and what more than the 25,000 naira that you're going to invest in it today? Listen, I am asking you to make a fully informed decision. This product can help you to find a genuine job in Canada if you are prepared to do the work that is required. So unless you are committed and serious about your success and taking action, then please do not sign up, because we only want committed and serious people to sign up. We have a strict no refund policy. So only make a purchase if you agree to this and you are ready to do the work. This is everything you'll be getting. The Canada Japan Work Permit Handbook, how to search for and apply for genuine jobs, the employers that have the positive LMIA, how to craft your CV and cover letter so that employers in Canada are picking you, and the top recruiting agencies in Canada that hire foreigners. This is how to make your purchase. Kindly click the button below this video or any of the buttons on the page, and you can make your payment of 25,000 rather than 165,000, including bonuses. Now, the thing is that if you can see something in your mind, then you can hold it in your hand. Whatever it is that you think that you can do, you can actually do. But if you think that you can't, then you can't. And the truth is that 1 year will pass, whether you do something about it or not. So a year from now, you may wish that you had started today. And things always look impossible until we decide to do something to break through. So the decision is actually in your hand. You can actually do something to stop yourself from being scammed and to actually get a genuine job in Canada so that you can come to Canada using the work permits. This is everything you're getting. Just a reminder of everything you're getting. The value is 165,000, but the payment that you're making today is just 25,000. And this is just an introductory price. I don't know how long this price is going to be for. I wish you all the best, and I'm hoping to see you on the inside.